Hi folks, I'm attorney Richard LaGarde. I'm back with part 7 of our 7-part series of tips on how to give a great deposition. These are tips that I've given to my own clients over the past 30 years. Because each case and each deposition is different, it's important that you discuss these tips with your own attorney before you give your deposition. So if you're ready, let's get started. Here's tip 61. Discuss your concerns with your lawyer before the deposition. Every case has issues, and you're going to have a lot of questions about the topics that might come up, how you should answer certain questions. Make a list of those questions, make a list of those concerns, and discuss them with your lawyer. Of course, don't bring that list to the deposition unless your lawyer tells you to do so, but find out from your lawyer in advance whether your concerns are valid ones or whether you're worrying about nothing. Here's tip 62. Admit the obvious, even if you think it hurts your case. Now, if you're asked a question, if you're asked to admit a fact that you think might hurt your case, it never hurts to admit the obvious. What does hurt your case is if you equivocate or try to shuck and jive or dance around the subject. Just simply say, yeah, that's true, in a matter-of-fact manner. Here's tip 63. Don't let the attorney bully you. Some attorneys are just bullies by nature. They try to get you to say things that aren't true. They try to get you to admit facts that aren't true. And they'll get in your face and raise their voice. And your attorney might step in and stop it, but if he doesn't or she doesn't, then I want you to do this. Here's what I would do to handle a bully. You simply remain calm. You don't rise to the bait. You remember all of the facts, all the tips that you've had about being a great witness, and you just let him be a bully. Just ignore the fact that he's being a bully. You just remain calm and answer the questions truthfully, following these tips. That's how you handle a bully. Here's tip 64. Don't be evasive. If you're asked a direct question, give a direct answer. Don't dance around the subject. Don't hem and haw. Just give your answer, a truthful answer, and stop talking. Here's tip 65. Look out for leading questions. A leading question is where an attorney will usually start off with a statement like, "Don't you agree with me, sir?" or "Isn't it true that?" And then they'll give a statement. It's more of a statement by the other attorney than it is an actual question. They're just trying to get you to agree with what they said. They're putting words in your mouth. And when you hear a question like that, here's the best way to handle a leading question. You listen carefully to what that attorney said. If 100% of what he or she said is correct, you can admit it. You can say, yes, I agree. But if even one part of what they said is untrue, then say, I can't agree with that. Here's tip 66. Don't offer to do anything after the deposition ends. What I mean by that is sometimes witnesses will say, I don't know the answer to that question, but I can look it up after the deposition. I can go back to my office and look at my files. I can look at my diary, at my calendar, at my phone records. Don't offer to do that unless your own attorney tells you to do so. Simply answer the questions, and if you don't know the answer to a question, say, I don't know or I don't remember. Here's tip 67. Remember that the walls have ears. I can't tell you how many times I've seen witnesses go into a restroom and not realize that the opposing attorney is in the restroom as well, and they begin talking or saying things they wouldn't want the other attorney to hear. The same thing holds true for lunch breaks. It's not uncommon to have the opposing attorney sitting at the table next to you, or maybe even an attorney or a paralegal or a legal assistant from that attorney's firm sitting at the next table listening to what you're saying. So remember, the walls have ears. Here's tip 68. Don't let your guard down. The reason I say that is we all get tired as time goes on. If you're being peppered with questions by an attorney, it's real easy to get tired and to lose your focus and let your guard down and say things that you don't mean to say, or ignore these tips that I've given you about how to give a great deposition. So remember, as the day goes on, as the deposition goes on, don't let your guard down. Here's tip 69. If you have any concerns about your answers that you're giving during the deposition or questions that came up, make a mental note and ask your lawyer at the next break. Congratulations, we're now at the last deposition tip. Tip 70, be confident. A great witness is a confident witness. And if you remember these tips we've discussed, if you remember what your attorney tells you in the way of advice, you can be a confident witness and a great witness. Well, folks, that's it. Congratulations on making it through our 7-part series on how to give a great deposition. If you want to review any of the earlier segments, go to our website. Good luck. I hope these tips have helped you. Thanks for watching.